So what's up, YouTube? Just when this whole Microsoft DRM thing started to cool down, turns out Microsoft did a complete 180 with their whole digital rights management kind of thing. Xbox listened to all of the fanboys and all the raging, crazy, psycho people on the internet, and they did what everyone, I guess, kind of wanted. They got rid of their whole digital rights management deal. I'm kind of upset about part of it. I like the other half. I'll explain that in a second. First thing they got rid of is the digital rights management, where you do not have to check in once every 24 hours, and you do not need an internet connection once every 24 hours in order to continue to play your games on the Xbox One. Um, the good thing about that is once you actually you do need to connect to the internet the first time you put a game into your Xbox, and then after that you don't need an internet connection again, which seems kind of weird because I mean you do need an internet connection for updates, so I guess they're not forcing you to check in to log your saves on the cloud. Um, Another thing after the 24-hour check-in is that the Xbox One is no longer region locked, which means originally Microsoft said that you need to be in one of 21 countries in order to use the Xbox One. Kind of seems like they were including the first world and fucking over everyone else, which didn't seem to bode well with the internet, and I could see why. I think Poland or like Poland probably. I don't think Poland was one of the countries. And Poland seems like a very modern country to me. But that's besides the point. So the Xbox One is no longer region locked, which I think is a good thing. You can buy an Xbox One in any country you want, and it's said on their on a Kotaku page I read. It said that you don't need to buy discs from your country. You could buy discs. You could use any disc you want on an Xbox One, which is pretty good if you want to get Japanese titles in America for cheaper. I don't know if you like to do that. If you do, that's good for you. So there's no region locking. There's no 24-hour check-in for the DRM. But on the downfalls, you now cannot bring your games with you digitally. The Xbox One now has the same, I guess, DRM policies as the Xbox 360 does, where if you download a game to your console, you need to have the disc in the tray in order to start the game. You cannot download games digitally in complete form anymore. So you used to be able to, Microsoft said originally that the Xbox One would put the disc in once, download it. You didn't need to do that anymore. The game would be on your hard drive and stored. Now you need to keep the disc in the disc tray even if you download the game digitally to your console, which kind of sucks. You don't need internet to do that, so that's good. They also said you don't need internet to use digitally downloaded games on your Xbox One, which is kind of confusing because I'm pretty sure my Xbox 360 needs an internet connection in order to use its Xbox Live games on demand, where I have like Borderlands and stuff like that. I think you need an internet connection for that. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on it, I guess. So now that you don't download the games to your hard drive, the digital, I guess, carry feature isn't included anymore. This would be if you go to a place that has an Xbox One and you sign in all your games and all your saves. Everything you've done on your Xbox One is right there. You don't have to bring anything with you. It would be a digital transfer. It doesn't download. It seems to be a whole cloud connection thing, which I thought was pretty cool. Say you go to your friend's house. You want to log in? You can log in. All your stuff's there. You don't have to bring every game you want to play. Say you forget a game. It's there digitally. You don't have to bring the disc. But now you do. You have to bring the disc. It's like the Xbox 360. If you want to play a game, you have to bring the disc over. You have to bring the disc with you. Then you probably have to sign in as well. I don't know the whole story with that. They really aren't super clear on everything, but so far that's what I know about that. Another thing is that there is no more streaming for the games in the family group. Microsoft had a thing where you could have a family of 10 people that you considered family, a group of anybody. It could be friends, it could be family, it could be whatever you wanted. And those 10 people would be able to stream any game from your game library to their Xbox One free of charge, and they wouldn't have to pay a dime. They wouldn't have to download a thing. It was all through cloud processing, I suppose. Sorry. I think that was one of my favorite things. If you had two consoles in one household, you could stream games off of one onto the other, which makes a lot of sense, so you don't have to buy the same game twice. Now you would have to buy the same game twice. I said this in the last video I made literally last night, I think. And now shit's fucking changed again. So you can no longer stream games that way because your games are no longer downloaded to your hard drive. There is a benefit of that because your hard drive doesn't fill up. If you think about it, like a Blu-ray disc could be like 30 to 60 gigabytes. So after like 10 games, well, less than 10 games. Oh, there's a fly in here. After 10, after 10 games, you wouldn't have to. I'm so sorry. After 10 games, your hard drive would be filled up, and that would suck. And then you'd be fucked, and then you'd have to delete games in order to download new ones. This makes sense, but I still don't like the fact that you can't share games digitally. They said this won't be available at launch, which makes me believe they might unveil it later on. I'm not sure. I don't know. It could be whatever they want to do. If they don't want to do it, it's probably very expensive for them to do that, and it would be a hassle because of the whole disc management now for the digital rights. Like, essentially, if you own the disc, you own the game. There's no longer associating games by putting them in your console. So this actually did save companies like GameFly, because GameFly would have probably went out of business, maybe not gone out of business, but taken a serious hit if this actually happened like the original digital rights management plan, because GameFly sends games in the mail, you play it, and then you return it. And if games could only be registered twice between friends, and Microsoft didn't consider GameFly to be a major authorized dealer, GameFly could only send each copy they own of a game out twice. Maybe once if they have their own consoles or something like that. I don't know. So that could have killed GameFly. GameFly's not dead now, which is a good thing. I actually like that. I don't subscribe to GameFly myself, but I think it's a pretty good service. It's kind of like the physical copy of what Gaikai will be for the PlayStation 4. So, besides that, that's really it. I hope I hit all the nails on the head or explained everything I needed to. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If this helped you out, if this swayed your decision in the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 war that's happening, I guess that's good for you. I'm still on the fence about it. They kind of removed the only features I was looking forward to on the Xbox One. Plus, there's still the whole whole Connect NSA Microsoft Association, which I'm not really feeling. But that's it, I guess. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment if you have a question. I'll try and answer it. Don't be a troll. Don't really copy my profile like that one guy did. That was creepy.